You can't do this. It's too much work. You are a loser.
You know, f this. I'm gonna finish my fucking game. I decided after working almost 4 years on a game that I would do the impossible and finish it in 28 days, which ends on my birthday. Hooray! I also decided to shoot myself in the foot and expand the scope. So I made a prototype for a side-scrolling level and enchanted Nikki with my super def game skills. We're both the creators of the game. I then added features like collectibles, expanding the map, and I tested the whole thing. That pretty much brings us up to today. Probably it's past the 28 because it takes so long to edit these videos. So if you appreciate them, give it a thumbs up, like it, and of course subscribe if you can't wait for the next episode. Let's get back into the video. Today has been kind of like... It's been a mixed day. Yesterday I implemented like head-up display that shows different collectibles, and that went kind of fine. Then I moved on to... I worked a bit on the scene, made it more stable, but then I encountered a bug where you couldn't proceed from the loading screen. And I needed to make sure that everything was working. That kind of sense, because yeah, you need to be able to switch from level to level in the world map. So I had to go back and work a bit on that. And that took 2 hours, I think, which is a lot when I'm not working full time on the project. I can also feel like working this much as I'm doing currently is not sustainable. I don't mind it for a little while, but I can feel like in the long run it's not gonna work out. So this is definitely not something that I'm gonna be able to keep up. But for now, I'm enjoying it and I'm in it and I like it. The next thing that I've been working on is the save system, but it appears that it's already working. Because I use the same systems as I do in the other maps, and also the same way of counting points when you complete the level, it's working, I guess. But the next step is also to get it on Steam and see how it runs there, to see if the level is working and the progression is working. So that's what I've been working on at the moment. From there, the next step will be for me to set up achievements on Steam. Then there's going to be the end section with the last cinematic and stuff like that I'm going to work on. Alright, so I managed to get 2-player working, which is a great thing, and the checkpoint system is also working with that. I started working on a new level, which I think is going to be fleshed out quite well. I just added an end cinematic and credits to the last level, and also defining which one is the last level. I encountered a bug again, which was when you're loading a map, it would just get stuck at the load screen, which sucks. And I had to kind of fix that and resolve it. I had that bug before, but I didn't really solve it before. I just made a quick fix, but didn't find the issue. Now I found the issue and it should be working. So it's Friday, and yesterday I went bouldering. Let me tell you, that's a freaking workout. I was so tired, I just like slept through the whole night like a baby, but I had trouble falling asleep because all my muscles were so sore. So yeah, that happened. Today I'm gonna work on some nice to have things, like adding a dialogue for the king in the side-scrolling level and having a small dance when you complete the level. I'm also gonna add that when you die, you don't drop coins. And also when the enemies dies, they don't drop coins as well, because those things will make it better for when you're collecting coins and more sustainable when collecting coins, because sometimes the enemies will drop coins and they'll be dropped into the pit, so you can't go get them. And when you die, you won't be able to collect those coins again afterwards when you get back. I'll also try to add pause, so you can pause the game. This week have been insanely busy, and I don't recommend doing this type of crunch, and I don't usually do it myself, but in short terms I think it's okay, and that's what I decided to do, because I just want to finish KnightOut, and I didn't realize that it collided with some freelance jobs as well. So there's been a lot of work to do back and forth. It hasn't been the most interesting week in terms of visuals. It's not like it suddenly looks amazing, but it does proceed slowly, and it's nice to see like all the checkbox being checked off. So next week is going to be a lot more like finishing stuff up and hopefully getting to test it on Switch as well, and having some achievements in there, which is going to be really insanely cool, especially getting it running on Switch again. I did get it running before, but again it's it's gonna be insanely cool to see it running and like getting the feel of the whole game being combined and as one piece. As it comes together, it feels more and more epic in some way. So I'm really excited for that. Remember to subscribe, and you can also wishlist or even buy the game on Steam. It's not finished, obviously. Hopefully it soon will be. Next week, it's gonna be insane. So